What's the news? What's
Vagina.
next in news, Jake?
In other news, we have the North America WCQ event happened over the weekend. 2-day event, a little over 1,800 players. So we have the top 32 breakdown.
That's a lot of players. Do you know how
It
many
is a
rounds they
lot.
played?
I think it was 8 the first day.
There was 11 total.
Yeah, 8 the first day, 3 the second,
The
and
math
then
works
top
out.
What was the bubble like?
I don't know what the bubble was
Rough.
like, but you played.
Yeah.
That gets you exactly 1 exo.
But like, doesn't that get you like 55,000 X2s?
Yeah, but
Someone
fuck 'em.
qualified from X12.
Wow.
So the deck breakdown of top 32 is as follows. 9 Punk, with 6 being Adventurer, 3 being Therion. 5 Branded Despia, 1 being Eldritch, 2 being Predaplant. 3 Dragon Link Adventurer, 2 10-year Swordsoul, 2 Tri-Brigade, 1 Lyrilusk, 1 Punk, which is a variant I haven't seen before.
That was the weird thing that I found out of this deck. The top 32s. I was like,
It makes sense,
try
because...
Punk.
Well, I'm assuming that the idea is you just do regular Punk bullshit, and at the point where you Chaos Ruler, you put some shit in the bin. And then the shit in the bin triggers, get your searches, blah, 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 blah.
I guess.
That's what I'm assuming. But, yeah. 2 Flundery, 2 Drytron, 2 Plunder Patrol, 1 Adventurer package. 1
it's
Phantom
Plunder.
Knight Adventurer, 1 Marincess, 1 ABC Adventurer, 1
Yeah, let's
Synchro Adventurer,
go, baby!
and 1 Sky Striker.
Abacus.
The finals was between Sky Striker and Tri-Brigade. Sorry, Swordsoul. I don't know why I said Tri-Brigade. With the winner being Swordsoul.
Sword of Soul.
The thing that I find most interesting between both those decks is they were both maining Mystic Might.
He also was maining Rivalry.
Yes, he
Yeet.
was. Yes, he was.
Yeah, and he won
good
good
time
time by
had-
having Rivalry and Anti-Spell Fragrance.
Yeah, 3 anti-spell in the side.
Floodgates won.
Just
the
as a
white
a heads up for anybody wanting to play the event, I found the deck list. I know Jake said it's bad. It's not bad, but it's literally the worst thing I've ever seen in my
No,
life.
I said the loner deck was bad.
Yeah, no, the loner deck is like, I know natural disasters look better than this deck. Like this is egregiously bad. Look at just this part. There's like 1 Pot of Desires. What do you mean? Also, the top card on that deck list, I've never heard of in my life. What is the first card in that deck list? What is that card?
Slower Swallow.
What is that?
I swear it special summons itself, which turns the...
Also, oh wait, no, I take it back. It plays 3 Toucan. Best deck list.
Letuk.
So, on the subject of WCQ and relating to Bird Corner,
Where's the
in
Swordsoul
top
part
4,
of that
I was
deck?
really disappointed with the Flum player.
Oh yeah.
He made a few I wouldn't say they were misplays, but he played himself into a situation where cards in his hand had to be certain cards and then just didn't have them.
Weird.
He banishes Impen, which would normally signal you have
okay.
Toucan in hand.
Yeah, that's
He
alright.
just didn't have it.
But
If...
did he Rabina for it?
No. He rebeened for Eagle.
So why would you banish M-Pen if you're searching the
I-
thing that searches
I
M-Pen?
don't know.
Because I don't mind banishing not Eaglin, searching for Eaglin, and then normaling it to end chain blocking. That's fine to me. But why put the M pen there?
So he goes, Rabina, banish Eaglin, summon Rabina, banish Impen, Rabina, add Eaglin, normal Eaglin, tribute over 2 for, Big Chicken,
Yep.
and then passes with Big Chicken and map. And then loses to a Gamma. His opponent top decks the Gamma, and he goes, Bin Chicken, negate, I think fucking...
Whatever. Yeah.
The first thing he activates, and
Just
he's
goes
just like,
Gamma.
game is over.
I'm confused.
I was
that's
really
super
lost.
strange.
Yeah, on top of this, he activates Prosperity, doesn't let his opponent cut his deck, just activates Prosperity, reveals 6 cards that I'm like, he has to have all these cards in his hand already, plus Barrier Statue. And then he's like, I'll get the Barrier Statue. And I was like, okay, cool. So he goes Toucan, add back, goes full nuts here. No.
Just normal barrier statue.
No, he doesn't even normal the Barrier Statue. He just goes Big Chicken, pass. And I'm like, what's going on?
Are you assuming that they're going to normal summon so that you get to play? I don't know. It just seems like...
I was like, you have to have access to toucan with the route of play you've done. What are you doing?
That's weird, because as we have said before, the line for birds is like very, very specific, but really good when you get there. But you have to take those lines, and if they have the interrupt, they have the interrupt. There's no point trying to big brain them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Flundery is not the deck where you try something fancy.
you try and
there is-
fake them out by like you're going down a road and you
This
can
is the
go
road.
like normally there's 2 streets. You just pick one.
Yeah, I was just really confused. Like
That's
he got
weird.
If
two,
he's
he
on
got
bird
2-0'd in
so
rapid fashion.
in the
Bird corner.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
on Bird Corner. He's standing here. There's these roads that lead out of Bird Corner and like the big hype building here.
And he's just
trying
turned
to
no,
run into the door.
He's
of Hype
turned
Building
around and
going,
just run
let
the
me
other way.
in.
He's gone. No, I'm out.
It's 9 p.m. at night. It's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's literally running into a glass door. He's being a bird.
yeah.
I'm sure he played really well throughout the tournament. His list
Yeah, of
was
course.
really weird.
Oh,
His
have we
list
got it?
was just like, I'm going to play as
I
consistent
did
as
have it.
possible, and I was like, that's
Sure.
strange.
All right.
Like he was playing
It's like big
3 extra, 3 prosp, 3 duality.
3.
I didn't
Boy.
remember seeing that.
All
He was
right.
playing
Yeah.
like 3 of everything.
He essentially
Wow.
had cut like the space for 3 flex cards and was just like 3 extra as well.
I wish to see all of the cards, but then use them poorly.
Yeah. I was in the end I was just super confused by what he was doing, and I was like,
I'm a fan of Extrav in that deck only because like sometimes it comes up and it's fine. You just need 2 cards. But like 3 when you're playing the whole pros line is like a bit much. Is that deck list somewhere?
we can
It'd
get
be
it
somewhere.
clear.
Because the only thing is like with Swordsoul and like the more of the winning side of list, unless one of us like Flunderies and stuff like this is probably the decks we know the best of, so it's the one we can give the feedback on the most. I know enough about Swordsoul, but I'm not going to know Swordsoul to the level this dude does. Like,
Yeah, there was like a couple of weird things.
His list
in
is very like, I'm
Cut and
going
dry.
to do my combo,
Yeah.
and then tell you no.
yeah, fair.
So like,
Rivalry mine is like not
because
so.
the amount of times now where that deck just doesn't make Baron because you've gone the whole like
You've started doing worm things.
yeah,
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
done your
yeah.
other stuff in your 10-year engine first, that the rivalry is just like,
Well,
I don't mind that way of playing either, because the interaction between Chi Zhao and Big Boy, whatever his name is,
large lad.
is quite good. Like, you banish to negate, and then because you've banished, old mate triggers and starts banishing some more shit.
Yeah.
Like, I like that interaction, and if you can do that also on top of a floodgate,
yeah.
what you looking at?
This.
Tributes a worm to search a 10-year, and then banish while you control a non-effect to
Yeah,
search
yeah,
another
yeah.
10-year.
Look, in the final, the Swordsoul player just openly plays an Nibiru. And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, and I said this when we were talking about it in chat. If you don't open, like, literally long one to start your combo,
Yeah.
you pretty much have to play into Nibiru.
yeah.
Like, you have no choice, because your Moyi, token, Chi Zhao, and then long one summon after, that's 5.
But can't the Chicha just negate?
No, she down negates on field. It targets.
Oh, it does. It does. It does. I think it's way better than it is. Yeah, fair.
Hence why we add it.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's like, if you don't open the right lines in Swordsoul, you literally can't prevent a Nibiru outside of, like, outside negates, like cross out and stuff. So there's really not a lot you can do.
Yeah.
How does he outthink his own mind, or does he just not?
It's a good question, actually. I don't actually know. Yeah, just set over the top of it.
Sure.
He's got forbidden droplets in there as well, so droplet away negate something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, there's options. Cool.
Because if he's played Mystic Mind, they've got monsters on the board, and then if you're chalicing, you negate the thing that's a problem and continue your combo.
Yeah.
So yeah, and a couple of things in the extra deck look a little weird. Like, he's playing triple Monk, which is a bit odd. Most lists play 2,
a lot.
and triple Baxia.
Okay.
Again, a little bizarre.
Bit much, but alright.
To be fair, like, granted, when I was playing that deck, I was playing like the most brain dead way to play that deck. Like, I never used half that extra deck. There's a lot
Maybe-
of flex
maybe you
spots
don't, and
in
they're just, like, cool.
Swordsoul that you just don't use.
Well, when you were playing it, you were playing Protoss, and like pretty much you would only ever really need to go Chi Zhao, Baron, Protoss, and
Yeah.
that was pretty
Yeah.
much the end of the game.
Like, with the
That's
10
pretty much
stuff,
how I played
that
online.
comes up a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
ignore me.
Okay.
I'm saying stupid shit. I'm just looking at the standings for WCQ. That's all.
One of the highlight decks that people were a big fan of was the Marincess that made it to top 4.
Yeah.
Like, it was the one of one of the one-off decks that was pretty much the highlight.
What I thought was a highlight was when Mystic Mine was activated, the entire crowd cheered.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Everyone cheered and clapped.
Yeah.
It was like this man had just, I don't know, won the World Cup.
well, he won the YCS
Okay.
because of it.
I now
the
have.
other guy.
I know.
I
Yeah.
now have a point to make. My point to make is, yeah, obviously with the big the equivalent of Pokemon WCQ in America was a huge amount of people. They ended up playing like 14 rounds, a lot of rounds. After standings, 25th to 78th was 24 points. I
Those are some
understand.
critical breakers.
Bro, I understand not doing that many rounds, like, and wanting to keep your events not that long.
20
Bruh.
24 points is 8-3.
Maybe. Let's say yes.
At which point you've made top 32 going X3. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, to be fair, most of
Yeah.
those events, if you're like X2,
That's it.
you're like...
You're bubbling.
That's bubbling. Imagine saying, I bubbled YCS. Would you come? 70th. Fuck off.
Like, yeah, you went X3.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, like...
I'm just looking at Logan's face. He's like,
Oh,
I'm being
you and
attacked.
me, baby. You and me, baby. ABC YCS. And then 24th to 15th was 25 points. So yeah, 25 guaranteed you.
But yeah, to circle back to the Mystic Mind point, I am
Stop.
all for this. No, I'm all for this because
If you celebrate Mystic Mine, make sure it's focused on.
I was about
Yes.
to say,
Yes.
it was such a
I-
long day, they all lost their minds.
no, I'll tell you why. Because I watched a highlight thing
Wait.
literally just before I came in here, and people had their copies of Mystic like sitting
they're
watching
holding them on their
stream,
heads.
holding them on their heads.
Yeah.
This was day one.
Yeah.
Oi, I don't overly love American players. That's jokes. Fair cop. I love that.
They're all like...
Yeah,
That's a Ronin tone.
I'm not 100% sure whether it was on purpose or not, but one of them was holding it upside down.
Yeah, it was not on purpose because he looks at the camera and goes, "Oh."
I love
yes,
that. I
to
love
circle
that.
back to my point, I want Mystic Mine in every top list between now and the ban list.
Yeah.
I want that card fucked off.
Yeah.
Do we play in
Highlight
Splite?
it. Focus.
Do we play in Splite?
No.
No, why not?
You don't care about their monster effects, negate them.
Yeah, fair. If they don't get to play any monsters, they can't.
It's
Yeah,
okay. We can negate a grand total of 2 Mystic Mine activations.
fair.
If they open 3 Mystic Mine, we lose.
Oh wait, no, we can set it up with Toad.
You can set it once.
Yeah, we take it with the Toad.
Our mine.
They break
No,
the board.
mine. What?
I activate
My
the Mystic
mine.
Yeah, so... Yes, I want Mystic Mine focused on. I want it banned. I want it to die.
Do you reckon someone, over the course of the next 6 months, wins a YCS by toading away a Mystic Mine and then later on in that same match, activating it?
Please.
Honestly,
I beg of you.
I hope so.
I beg of you.
Like, the card shouldn't exist. Fuck it. I hate it. Moving on from that, we move on to some product news, of which we have a little bit. Legendary Duelist Season 3 has been announced. Is
it gonna be good this time?
Probably not. This is from memory... oh, hang on. Did we go through this? Yeah, we've gone through this.
Definitely, yeah, this is old news.
Consuela says old news.
Final set finally hit the database. We didn't know
Oh.
all the cards, did we?
I think we did.
We knew quite a few of them.
Oh, we knew it from the leagues.
Yeah, we kind of knew this already.
Raggy.
Disregard.
Disregard this news.
Yes,
We already knew it.
this news is not news because you
What are
knew
you
it.
looking at my Brussels map for?
I also have a Brussels map. That's funny.
Moving on to actual news. From the YCS, they did have an announcement of further cards from Darkwing Blast, as well as Power of the Elements, but we'll get onto that in a minute. Basically, the last cards of a set are usually the garbage ones that they don't really care about. We've got another... What the fuck are you doing, cunt?
I'm doing things while we're listening to bad product.
Darkwing Blast's pretty good product.
Nah.
I mean...
It sounds
for
too
the
much like
majority of
Black
it
Wings,
is.
which means
This
I tuned
stuff,
out.
Well, it's got better stuff. Anyway,
Why do you think?
Anyway.
I thought you were going to say it's got
Are
Black
we
Wing
going to
stuff.
talk about the Fire Boys in this?
the Fireball.
And Fuego Boys.
Oh, because they're not in this.
D-Boys?
No, but are we talking about it tonight? Because we didn't talk about that last week.
Fuego.
Well, we can talk about it briefly. You don't want me reading effects and a lot of
Rekindling
it's to do with
Buyer?
effects. No, not at all.
Oh.
But anyway, so in the Darkwing Blast set, which is what I started on before y'all talked your nonsense, we've got
Dark
another one
Wings?
of those spirit pendulum things, do the bouncy thing, whatever. We've got Puffin the Jester Bird, which is like spell and trap bounce.
Hey, yo, the cool looking...
Flonnery's
Yeah.
card.
What a game.
That's not Flonnery's card.
No,
Yeah.
because it's special summon.
Damn.
Whatever this thing is, a flip monster, no one cares.
More Flippo.
Dice roll card, that's also an E-Telly target, which seems funny to me. And some horsey thing. None of these are brilliant. I'm just quickly reading through them.
It's just the back
there's
door?
one particularly interesting card, which is another Hulk Tuna target, the quick synchros.
Sure.
Um,
I feel like you've said that before.
Fish.
Recently.
Getting to the fish. No, this one isn't a fish.
El Fisher.
But in
Fish.
in regards to fish, during the event they did do an ad for the upcoming Power of the Elements,
For fishing?
and we have some news on that. Basically, they have confirmed that the 5th Starlight card will be DPE.
That's pretty
because we
lit.
needed it reprinted. So thank you very much for
Yeah,
giving us that.
yeah, thank you.
We've
So
obviously
it's
got.
Bell, DPE. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong set.
We
No,
had
that-
Bell.
Bell was
in
the
the
last
last
Bell was the last
before.
set. So
we don't
it's,
know the other Starlights.
Just DP is the only one we know. The other 4 are unconfirmed.
Oh, fair. So, Splite card,
It'll
It's
probably
Slight
be
card,
a
it's
Slight
Tear
card,
Element
a Tear
cards,
Element card,
a
a
Neos,
Blackwing card.
and
Oh
Neo,
no, Blackwing's the next one. Neo card,
like a fan card, and then
one of
DPE.
the Albaz trash pieces of shit.
It'll be Zombie Girl.
Well, it could be actually Artemis is in the set.
Artemis?
The Entis card.
Oh, the spell. That would be sick,
That could
actually.
be a
It's been a
Starlight.
while since they've done a Starlight spell, and
That
I'd
card
actually
would,
be...
that's a star row. That's $1,000 star row.
Yeah. That's
That's
like
awesome.
triple tactics level Starlight. It's so
Ooh.
good.
The card's really good.
Ooh.
So it is like target a extra deck monster type on the field.
Yep.
As cost. Also as cost. Send the same type to your graveyard.
And then bounce the one that you targeted.
So-
And your opponent can activate monster effects in response.
Oh, I remember reading this. Yeah. Ooh.
Card bastard.
Ooh.
That just exists in 2 weeks in the game. So if you're playing Fusion, prepare to get non-target. I think prepare to get Entis. You can't respond to a monster effect.
That's kinda wank.
Chain branded red.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop whatever you summon with the Entis.
Protect with branded opening.
Cool, thanks. I've just baited you negates.
Yeah, that's one card. I've played a single card. You've
One
used your
card
shit.
forces interaction.
Thank you. I will now special summon my level 2.
This is okay. But anyway, the important news is that the exclusive card that we got announced a few weeks ago, Goatee of the Deep Beyond, is indeed part of an archetype. It is designed to be a quick synchro fish deck. So there will be more cards
Did they
announced
say?
for this.
I don't hear them say that specifically.
They said a synchro fish deck.
Yes, but they didn't say quick.
Yes, but they also hinted at the fact that if you summon it on your opponent's turn, it will banish everything they have. So
Yes.
you would hope that if they've highlighted that fact,
They've given you a way to do
mechanic
it.
to do
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
I think they're just expecting you to mix it with something else.
Yeah. Probably.
How can you when it needs specifically fishes?
There's
And
spell
doesn't
trap cards
exist.
that say synchro
Fish!
summon immediately. Yeah.
Hmm?
There's spell cards that say after this effect revolves synchro summon immediately.
In the battle phase.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll be that kind of shit, bro. You know that.
Look,
It's
potentially
like
not.
that
Look,
Link 5 that like they wanted you to fucking IP into.
that does see play, to be fair.
We play that in Splat.
Yeah, I know, but until now, they was like, just do it this way, and we were like, yeah, but we don't care.
But to be fair, at the start, everyone was like,
No, you can't do that. No, you're not allowed to.
"It says your."
Is that your No, no, not gonna say names.
Don't.
No.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going. Don't
No,
do that.
that's your arch enemy
No.
impression.
No.
It did
sounded-
sound a lot
it
like
sounded
him.
a lot
It was
like
li-
him.
It was either that or his I like Link summoning voice. Because it did share some similarities. I like Link summoning! Anyway, like, as much as you want to give shit to it because it's like a TCG archetype and they usually fuck these up, they have had their moments of
CBA.
brilliance. So this could be a moment of brilliance. This could be a good deck.
So-
let's wait and see what they do.
Here's my theory:
No.
is that they have moments of brilliance is when they're simple and efficient.
Put
This
3
does not
cards from the
seem
deck
simple and
into the
efficient.
graveyard and summon a dude that travels fucking 8 million times.
I feel like they're gonna give them something. It's like during the main phase, after this effect revolves, synchro summon, and you will lose to a Dark Ruler.
Yeah.
Maybe. It depends if it's a monster effect or a trap.
This is valid. This is why I'm giving you shitty quick play spells. It's fine.
I mean, the TCG does have a thing of like, oh, we have an exclusive archetype. What does it need? Counter trap. So it could just be negate this effect, and after this effect has been negated, synchro.
That would be pretty cute.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. And
Your
then they
opponent
give.
cannot activate cards or effects on response to this card.
Well, yeah. Look, they've only shown the artworks of some of them, and they showed them on the ad. Like, I've only got the one there, little jelly dude. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. They have confirmed that it is going to be 2 sets worth, so they will get further support in Darkwing Blast.
Is this coming out in Power?
Poor Warren.
Yeah, the first
Oh.
lot comes out in Cody.
This shit is not going to be good.
It could
Are you
be.
telling me they're giving us 2 of the best archetypes we've seen in the last year, and they're going to make this good too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not buy Duelist Alliance?
In 2014? Sure, Ben. Oh, sure, bro. Fucking 10 years ago.
What if they do this every 8 years?
Fair enough. Let's do it. You know what? Let's do it. Every 8 years, give us 3 archetypes in a set.
Who knows? They may have seen that Splight and Tear Element were like really great designs, and they could have been inspired. Who knows?
My
Who
thing was,
knows?
if this was going to be really good, I assume they would put it in the next set to sell the set. Way more, because they've
then
already sold this set.
They've already got
like,
the second
to
one.
the moon.
They've announced it's going to be in the second one.
Okay.
The gallery
But-
has contributed the fact that this also happened with Dragon Rulers and spellbooks.
15 years ago, guys, I'm not taking
Telling you,
that.
every 5 to 8 years they do
Every
3 really good
8 to
archetypes.
10 years,
This
sure,
would
chick.
work.
Um,
Good work.
or the first lot of them will be fucking garbage, and then the really good stuff will come in. Thing I can see that, but
We all know that TCG archetypes are just set up for the OCG to be like, can we break this with one card? Yes or no?
CBA.
Yeah,
Ben.
and with that as well, they've announced that like B Troopers will be in their world, whatever set.
Yeah.
So I'm looking very forward to what they give B Troopers. Hopefully, it's not a fucking fusion to justify that
Counter
garbage
trap.
they gave them the before. They have a counter trap.
It's a negate.
It is negate, specifically for monsters, which the deck had no problem with dealing with.
That deck was a fine deck.
Maybe you
to
should
play
give it to
pure.
heroes. It could use the control.
That deck was a fine deck to play pure until they banned Imperial Order.
Yeah, once they stopped one avenue of response, you're like, oh, this deck bad now.
Yep.
Hey guys, it's Jake here from Cowboy for Game. Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked what you've seen today, check out the description below. You'll find a link to subscribe to our channel, where you'll find a heap more content.
More content?
More content, so much more content.
Like what?
So much more podcasts, deck lists, and highlight clips like you've seen today.
Subscribe.